Hey friends, what's up? Ash here. Welcome to Extra Gents Scents. Hope everybody out there is doing awesome. It's time for another This Week in Fragrance. We got a bunch of different things to talk about here today. We got a new Lacoste, a new Burberry, which I know everybody is super hyped for, a new Calvin Klein, a new Hugo Boss, and a new Tom Ford. So 5 new things we're gonna cover in this video. Let's jump into it. Let's check out these scents. So these are fragrances that are either releasing very soon or maybe they're coming out right about now as I'm doing the video. So this is some of the stuff that you have to look forward to. Oh boy. First off, let's talk about the new Burberry. Like I said, I know everybody is super hyped for this. But you never know, it could be really good. I mean, that's how these fragrances go. You never know until they come out. Keep an open mind here. Don't decide something's terrible before you've even smelled it. Don't go into it all biased. What is the new Burberry? Well, my friend, it is the new Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. Yes. You gotta do it. This is a prerequisite for any fragrance release. Come out with the original, come out with the flanker, come out with another flanker, another flanker, another flanker, another flanker, another flanker, another flanker, until the end of time. Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum explores an enticing new side of heroism, the courage to embrace who you truly are. It presents a man on a journey to self-discovery, an explorative spirit with a centered sensibility. His energy exudes tender soulfulness, expressed by the presence of the horse, a powerful creature that represents our hero's strength. The fragrance features a trio of warm cedarwood oils as its signature base, culminating in a fresh and luminous crescendo. The vibrant opening of pine needle blends with benzoin and incense, creating an intense fusion of profound sensuality. So we've got that triple cedarwood attack, the Burberry Hero signature as the base of this fragrance, along with pine needle, benzoin, and incense. Now the original Burberry Hero did not get a ton of love, and it was pretty boring to me as well when it came out. I didn't love it a lot, but I guess for what they're going for, just a versatile, masculine, modern scent that has a woody base, it does that pretty well. It's just not anything to get really jazzed about. It's not overly exciting. And now we have the new one, the Eau de Parfum. So we'll see if Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum kind of fleshes out that woodiness, makes it a little more interesting, makes it have a little more depth, which is what you would expect, and therefore makes it where it gets a little more love. We'll see. Next up, let's talk about that new Tom Ford. It's Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum. You are in for a lot of that, guys. Just in case you were not aware, every single fragrance in this video today is a flanker, and most of them are of that parfum variety. Now, I don't really sign on to a lot of the people wringing their hands over, oh, flankers, oh, it's the end of the world. But sometimes when you see a bunch of new fragrances announced and they're all just like an existing fragrance parfum edition, at some point you kind of step back and get punched in the face a little bit. A Noir Extreme Parfum by Tom Ford, a bold intensification of the original scent. Noir Extreme Parfum merges amber, spices, and woods, evoking the private, daring aspects of the noir man. The new fragrance is presented in a gilded, metallic, gold-toned flacon with a luxe, elegant black logo and matching cap. Wowzer bowsers. An intensification of the original Noir Extreme scent, the new Noir Extreme Parfum breathes a heightened concentration of spicy cardamom spiked with the warmth of Shimoga ginger and the rich sensuality of tonka bean and gaiac wood. Now, I don't really need to tell you guys, but Tom Ford Noir Extreme is awesome. That fragrance actually smells really, really, really nice. Love the way it comes across. Being a Tom Ford, it's not cheap, but you would already expect that, so it's kind of an easy pill to swallow, I guess. And now we got this new one coming out. The Tom Ford Noir line does seem to be a bit of a hit or miss line for a lot of people. I know some of the fragrances in the line just, didn't really work for people, and some of those have been discontinued. But Noir Extreme seems to be the one that more people gravitate toward. So it makes sense that out of everything in the line, that's the one where they would go, okay, let's milk that cow a little bit more. And I can tell you right now, out of all the fragrances we're going to talk about here today, this is the one I'm looking forward to the most. And this is the one that I think has the most potential to be a future hit. Calvin Klein next. Calvin Klein Eternity Parfum. That's right, you guessed it. An intense expression of eternal love. Calvin Klein Eternity Parfum for Men is a warm, fougere aromatic fragrance. A hint of aromatic freshness completes the sensual base notes, creating a uniquely intoxicating blend with the powerful and addictive finish. Intense and multifaceted, the Eternity fragrance for Men bursts with an aromatic blend of organic lavender oil and spearmint oil, inspired by the original Calvin Klein Eternity. Take on a surprisingly masculine sensibility by infusing those refreshing notes with the warm woody base of cedar wood and Indonesian patchouli. Madagascar vanilla absolute and rum extract add a final touch of amber warmth, creating a lingering fragrance with an addictive fougere quality. So we've got lavender spearmint in the top, rum vanilla in the mid, cedar patchouli in the base as of now. Now I should say that the note breakdowns on these fragrances will often expand as the fragrance actually comes out. When it's first announced, a lot of times you only get a couple notes here or there. Sometimes it'll be just 3, 1 in the top, 1 in the mid, 1 in the base. Sometimes it'll be like this one where you get 6, 2, 2, 2 in the top, mid, base. And then when the fragrance actually launches, you'll get an official full note breakdown, and it might be a little bit bigger, might have a little more to it. Still yet though, all things considered, for a Calvin Klein Eternity Parfum flanker, this one sounds pretty good. And as you already know, I'm sure, Calvin Klein fragrances, when they hit discounters, are typically marked off a pretty good amount. So if nothing else, if Eternity Parfum turns out to be pretty good, but you don't want to pay full retail, it's not full retail good, just wait a little bit. Pop up at a discounter, 35 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. Could be solid. Let's get the next parfum out of the way here. Hugo Boss Bottled Parfum. Man, it feels like there is a new Hugo Boss Bottled released every 3 or 4 months. I know that that's an exaggeration, but that's what it feels like. I think that Boss Bottled flankers just come and go with such regularity that they all start to run together in my mind at some point. To be your own boss is to live like one, to be a man who trusts his instincts. He doesn't wait for things to happen, he makes things happen. He takes control of his life because he knows the best things come to those who act. That strength and distinction comes from truly knowing himself. His sophistication is striking, his warmth inspiring. Boss Bottled Parfum reflects his powerful attitude, a deep, woody, ambery scent with a noble heart of orris concrete and fig tree root accord. Really tried to kind of, get into the boss mindset there. This one has the highest concentration of any Boss Bottled yet. A rich and textured men's eau de parfum. The woody green scent opens with notes of zesty mandarin and spicy incense oils. It reveals its depth and power with its heart of orris concrete and fig tree root accord, which expresses its powerful charisma. Woody base notes of cedar and vegetal leather accord add signature warmth, lasting intensity, and enduring power. So there we go, the new Boss Bottled Parfum. What sticks out in that note breakdown to you? Think about it. I'll tell you what sticks out to me. That it's a Boss Bottled Parfum that looks like it has nothing to actually do with Boss Bottled. Now, to be fair, as I literally just talked about, when fragrances are first announced, oftentimes the note breakdown will not be complete. So it's entirely possible that there are notes that they're leaving out here because while yes, they're in the fragrance and yes, you may pick them up, it's not what they're trying to advertise, not what they're trying to really push out there. So they kind of leave it out initially. And also, to be fair, one of the perfumers working on this is Anique Minardo, and she was involved with the original as well. So they do have that tie in there, obviously. I mean, you can't really get any better than that as far as the perfumer goes. Person that was involved in the original being involved in this one, I mean, yeah. But what you notice that's missing there is the main notes that people pick up from Boss Bottled. The apple, not here. Cinnamon, not here. Vanilla, not here. Instead, you have mandarin orange and incense in the opening. Then you have iris and fig tree root in the mid. None of those notes are in the original Boss Bottled. And then in the base, you have cedar and leather. I think Boss Bottled had cedar, but that's it. So note breakdown wise with this one, it doesn't feel like a Boss Bottled. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you said, hey, here's the note breakdown. This is a Parfum version of a very, very, very well-known designer line of fragrances. Look at that note breakdown and tell me what you think it is. I would maybe look at that and think, is it like Prada L'Homme Parfum? Like they're doing a new Prada L'Homme? I am looking forward to it. Iris, that gets my attention. Love it. The fig tree root, that gets my attention. So I think it has a lot of potential. I would be surprised if it smells a lot like Boss Bottled, but that might not be a bad thing. I mean, if it comes out smelling like its own thing and it smells awesome, I'm not going to complain about that. All right, last one, Lacoste Match Point Cologne, not Parfum. Yeah, this is a cologne. Follow your instincts and take action with Match Point Cologne, the new eau de toilette for men from Lacoste. Let yourself be carried away by its exhilarating freshness. The tangy notes of rhubarb mixed with the burst of citrus combined with the addictive bitterness of the gentian accord to compose a deep freshness, while the vibrant woody notes of vetiver bring strength and intensity. So this one has a little bit more of a note breakdown. We have rhubarb, orange peel, and mandarin in the top, the gentian accord, lavender and clary sage in the mid, and vetiver, cashmere, and ambroxan in the base. So obviously looking at that base, vetiver, cashmere, and ambroxan, you know what you're in for. A very fuzzy, ambery, woody kind of modern wood smell. And it looks like it's going to be a bit aromatic and very citrusy. Lacoste fragrances, you pretty much know what you're in for. They should be sporty, easy to wear, great during the spring and summer, and lean more toward the daytime side of things, and also, oh yeah, be really cheap when they hit discounters. But with that cheapness and the wearability that they have, it makes a lot of Lacoste fragrances good buys for so many people out there. And there are a lot of Lacoste scents that I think are very good, actually punch outside of their weight class, considering the price you can get them for. So while Match Point may not be Lacoste's tippy top of the lineup as far as the way a lot of people interpret the scents, if you can get it for a good price and it comes across as well as Lacoste fragrances typically do for the niche that they're made for, I think it'll be a good pickup, potentially. It could also be complete crap, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. There we go, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. 5 new fragrances coming out. Let me know in the comments which one you're most excited for. Like I said, personally, the Tom Ford is the one that I want the most. Thank you guys for hanging with me. See you again another day with another fragrance video. Stay safe out there. Thank you. See you later.